All right, so now that we're recording, we're going to do the walkthrough for Marketing and Energy Drink Part 2. Again, Part 2 deals with demographic research. You guys have created a product at this point. You have your target market as far as a city is concerned. So geographically, you know where you're going to be working with. What you need to find out now is the demographics of that city. All right, and that's what Part 2 is all about, demographic research. You're going to do some secondary research. Today, we're going to use the US Census to kind of work through our problems. All right, so when we talk about developing a target market, demographics is a really big part of that. Demographics are, specific characteristics of a given population. To describe myself right now, you would say white male, age 34, owns a home, has an income of XYZ. I have 2 children in my immediate family unit, speaks one language really well, other languages very poorly. But those are things that you could say as far as my demographic characteristics to describe me, right? You can do things like race, ethnicity, religious background. You can break people down by income levels, by gender, by age, right? All of these different groups have different desires. And as a marketer, you need to address that, all right? So this is actually the old website for the census. Okay, on your assignment on Classroom, you're going to find the new link for the US Census. They updated it in 2020 this year. Okay, the census is essentially a survey that goes out to the US population every 10 years. They tabulate it, and then it gives them information as far as where to spend tax dollars. All right, so that's the purpose behind the census. What we're going to do is we're going to use it to find demographic information on your fantasy cities, wherever it is that you're launching your product. And you'll see, we're going to do an age breakdown. We'll do an income breakdown, gender, and then you guys will actually get to pick one of your own. You can choose anything you want. Now that may be, maybe you have a large population that speaks another language than English. Maybe you need to address that population, right? So there are a bunch of different things you can do there. Maybe you have, that you have a really large university in town. Maybe you want to develop a product that aims towards college students, right? Like that might be something that you decide based off of, a specific characteristic for your city. On this sheet, what you're going to end up doing is we'll create the breakdowns. We'll do it in Google Sheets. We'll do it in a spreadsheet. We'll build charts and we'll go through the whole process. But on this sheet, you're going to tell me who your target market is. All right, who your target market is. Now, I've got the link for this open up. What I'll do is I can drop this in the chat for you. This is on the assignment link on Google Classroom. But this is the new Census Data Center. All right, the new Census Data Center. Essentially, what you would do is you come to this search bar and you're going to be able to type in, whatever your city is. If you have a zip code, or if you have, the entire city name. If you're doing New York City, you'd write in New York City. So if you're doing this with me, and I recommend you do for the first one, go to this bar, type in your city. Now I'm going to do Marlboro. So I found it easier to search by zip code for me, but you may not have to do this step. All right. So here's Marlboro 07746. Now, Marlboro actually is a pretty small town as far as population is concerned, right? 18,000. Our school also addresses Morganville, which, from a map standpoint, and I didn't realize this until I was looking at this for this project. Here's Marlboro. And if you zoom out, you can actually see our district, which is kind of fun. But 07751, I imagine that's Morganville there. You got Colts Neck out here, Manalapan, here's Freehold Township. Down here is Howell and Farmingdale. So you can actually see all of it. But this is the area that I'm addressing right now. So we'll say 07746. It's the area code for, or zip code for our school. All right. So 18,000 people there. Now, what kind of demographic assumptions could I make about a town like Marlboro? Well, I can make a few. All right, I can make a few. You'll see that there are different tables available to you here: total population, age, sex. You can see related searches on the side: business and economy, education, employment. The ones that we're going to really work with are populations and people. This is going to be age, sex. You're going to see income as a level 1, 2. But let's do the let's do populations and people first. All right. So on the right hand side, whatever city that you're doing, and you should see hundreds of thousands of people, not 18,000 people. All right. What I want you to do is I want you to hit populations and people. Oh, that's going to bring me here. We're going to age and sex. Age and sex is where we're going to go. All right. So age and then sex on the census this year. I think the first time they allowed you to choose something besides male, female for sex. You could do other, I believe. Progress, right? Progress. Anyway, what you see here is an age breakdown of Marlboro Township, 07746, all right? 07746. And I can tell you that, in that zip code, you have 745 people under 5 years old. You have 1,146 people, 5 to 9, 10 to 14, 1,400 people, 15 to 19, 1,700 people. Now, this is a good indicator, right? How big is our school? Right, there's about 1,800 kids in our school, maybe a little less, 1,600 kids. 15 to 19, that's about what our school is. Right? That's about what our school is. Marlboro's a little weird. You guys start school a little early, so you have some younger kids like 13, 14 as freshmen, and you have some young seniors as well, 16, 17, 18-year-old freshmen. So some of this doesn't actually represent technically our school. But anyway, what you need to do is you're going to come in here and you're going to click and you're going to highlight, just like that, these first two columns. Now I'm going from under 5 through 85 and older. And what this does is it allows me to grab the information in these two columns. Now I'm going to right click and hit copy. You can also hit Control C. If you see that thing flash at you like that, it means you did it right. It means you did it right. Now, we're going to bring this into a spreadsheet software. You guys are the Google Suite, which means that we will be using Google Sheets. Now, if you open up a new tab and you hit the waffle menu up in the top right, you'll see your Google products. Sheets should be there. All right. Sheets is essentially the Google version of Microsoft Excel. As a business teacher and as a person who's got some experience with Excel, Sheets is definitely a step behind Excel. I would say that Excel is the premier product as far as spreadsheet software is concerned. In fact, Microsoft Office is definitely a better product than Google Suite, but Google Suite's better for integrating with education and things like that. All right, you can see I actually did one yesterday, but I'm going to open up a blank one today so that we can do this from scratch. All right, and if you have not worked with spreadsheet software before, don't be intimidated by this. This is actually pretty straightforward. Each one of these boxes represents a cell. Each cell can have a piece of information in it. You see that cells are organized by rows and columns. So alphabetically, my first one here is A1. A1, cell A1. All right. You got to title your spreadsheet. All right. So for me, I'm doing Marlboro census data. I would recommend definitely putting in your city, titling it census data so that you understand what this information is. This is going to be your demographic breakdowns. The other thing I will say is that I'm going to title my sheet. So down here on the bottom, I'm looking at sheet 1. I'm going to rename this. This is going to be my Marlboro age breakdown. All right, because that's what we're working with for the first one here. All right, so I'm labeling things. I'm getting organized. That's a really big thing in Excel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on cell A1, and I'm going to take the information that I have from the census. All right, I've copied this at this point. I'm going to go into my spreadsheet. I'm going to paste it. And I'll open this up a little bit so you can see it better. All right, so what I've done here is I've created a table. All right, a table is technically, data sets, information that has been punched in. It's in 2 connected columns, which means that the data itself is linked. All right, so this 745 will represent under 5 years old. This 1,146 will represent 5 to 9 years old. The data is linked. Once you have your table, all you need to do is select a cell in the table to make the table active. All right, so it doesn't matter. You can be in A1 if you want. You can be anywhere down here. It doesn't really matter. What it means is that you're actively in the table. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Insert, okay, up top here. I'm going to come down. I'm going to go to Chart. Okay, I'm going to come down. I'm going to go to Chart. And what that's going to do is it's going to produce, and I'll expand this so that you can see it a little bit better. It's going to produce a table for me that represents the age breakdown of Marlboro Township, or 07746. And there it is. All right, there it is. Now, Couple of pet peeves of mine, and these are things that you're going to want to do. Again, you want to label your chart. You want to label your chart. So if you see these three dots here, you can see edit chart. Up top, you have setup and customize. I'm just going to go chart titles. I'm going to go Marlboro, New Jersey age breakdown. And boom, my chart's labeled. I now have, my bar chart. It represents my data. You can actually label your data if you want. You can put the numbers on there. You don't have to. It can kind of get in the way if you want. But looking at this chart, I can make a couple of assumptions about the people in Marlboro. All right. Anybody who wants to hop on right here or hop into the chat, what can you tell me about the type of person who lives in Marlboro by looking at this chart? Anybody, I don't care. Just hop on. What can you tell me about people who live in Marlboro or 07746 by looking at this chart? All right, I got a chat response here. Zapola, hop on the mic. Let's talk. I need to talk to somebody. I'm lonely teaching like this.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Zapola. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You say families. How do you know?
Because the two biggest parts of the chart where the age demographic goes up are kids and adults.
Okay, so let me work with you on this, right? You've got this, large population on the left, and you've got this large population on the right?
Yeah.
Why don't people age 25 to 29 live in Marlboro?
For sometimes they're in college, other times they're just moving out and starting their own life.
And if I'm 25 to 29 or 30 to 34, would I want to live in mom's basement?
No.
No. It's very expensive to live in Marlboro, right?
Yeah.
It is. So these folks here, probably, out of college at this point, 25, you would think out of college, in their careers, working, probably have moved away from a town like Marlboro because Marlboro is, no offense to Marlboro, but if you're 25 years old, 29 years old, somewhere in there, and you want to go out and have, a good time at night, is Marlboro the place to do it?
No.
Probably not. There's not much of a young single social scene here, I would imagine. Zapola, if you were building a product, I don't know what product you guys chose, but if you're building a product, what kind of group would you want to target based off of this?
Either the kids or the adults, but probably the kids.
For your product, it might be the kids, right? So you may say that we've got a product, it addresses the wants and needs and desires of kids, I don't know, 5 to 20, right? 5 to 20, right? Maybe it's a fruit juice or an energy drink, or listen, don't give a 5-year-old an energy drink, but maybe it's like a Gatorade or a sports drink, something like that, right? Mm-hmm. And then vice versa, on the top side here, you may find some sort of product that addresses an adult population, right? Maybe it's coffee, which is a more mature target market. Okay. All right, guys. So that's how you build these charts. Essentially, you're going to be working with the US Census. Again, that's an age breakdown. If you did that with me, you have the answer to number one. And according to Mr. Zapola, what he would write here is he would target kids aged, 5 to 20 would be the target market. And then you can bring your chart in, you can bring your links in and things like that. All right. On part 2, you've got 4 of these. All right. So it's, again, age breakdown. If you did it with me, you have your age breakdown done. Second one is income. You've got to go to a different set of tables. The third one is gender breakdown. You got to go to a different set of tables. And then the fourth one is a characteristic that's unique to your city, right? Like, you now have the opportunity to pick, right? You get to pick whatever it is that you want to do. Here's the last thing that I will say. This looks great. This is clean. You're going to be able to use this for your presentation, right? You're going to grab these charts, you're going to bring them in, you're going to explain to me what you see and why you're making the decisions that you are. Don't just scroll down and start building another chart on the same sheet. All right. Sloppy. It gets messy. It's not great. All right. What you have down here is you have the ability to hit this plus button. That's add sheet. Oh, fresh sheet, right? There's number 2. Do it again. Oh, fresh sheet. There's number 3, right? Add a new sheet, put in your new tables, you have your new charts, and then you'll be able to click through these on the bottom so that you can see your data. All right. All right. I'm going to stop recording at this point because that's pretty much the walkthrough, and then I'm going to take questions. So does anybody have